now we have more from Minnesota with someone who's very familiar with the local scene.
Well, Meisha is live right now to give us a little taste of life in her hometown of Minneapolis. Good morning, Meisha.
Hi, guys. Good morning. So guess where I am? Guess where I'm hanging out? Carson Wentz's locker room. Yep, that's right. So take a look at what Carson Wentz has in his locker today. You can see, of course, his jersey, his hats. He's got his whey protein bar, his Head and Shoulders. He's got toothpaste and Gatorade. We're getting a little sneak peek. This is something really cool for the fans to see. Come by and see their favorites, what they would actually put in their locker. And today, I gotta say, we're standing inside the Minneapolis Convention Center and we're nice and warm. Yesterday we weren't. But one of the things Minnesotans do in the dead of winter to stay warm is, I don't know if you guys know this, and just in case you missed it, I don't know, a handful of minutes ago when I was saying this, we have skyways that run to over 80 different buildings over 11 miles long. And it's also a nice thing, even in the summer, temperature controlled, don't have to be on the streets with all the vehicles and the buses and wait for stoplights. They just kind of go across the entire city, and there's also underground tunnels by the University of Minnesota as well. So we've been talking about Minnesota this, Minnesota that, leading up to this big game here in Minneapolis on Sunday. But I gotta say, I was missing Philly a little bit, so I needed a little taste of a Philly favorite, and I actually found one right here in Minneapolis. Take a look at this.
We're in Minneapolis right now. This is Frank and Andrea's from Philly.
Great pizza, better Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta chop it up a little bit, you know, gotta be chopped.
The only place in the Midwest you can get a real home cheesesteak.
This is from home. This is as close as it gets. You know, we're the best.
Even in the bold north, Philly fans have managed to set up shop here in the heart of the Midwest, downtown Minneapolis.
We get the meat from you know, a distributor. We get a full ribeye, no roll, all set up. Cut it on our meat slicer. We got the cheese whiz. We got the great provolone, Amorosa's rolls.
They ship it in from Philly. That's what makes it good. Yeah, they got the Amorosos here, the ribeyes from there, everything.
Are the Vikings fans still supporting Frank and Andrea's?
It's Minnesota nice over here, but I was in here last week and they're a little salty.
I was here this weekend and didn't even cross my mind to think about, oh, what happened last week.
Trust me, I've been here twice the last week with some big Vikings fans, so no, I haven't boycotted at all.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I am happy to see that the Minnesota fans are going over to that Philly shop, because it is darn good over there. They do a great job, and there's so much to eat and see around the city. So I hope if you're coming out before Sunday's big game that you experience some of it. Guys, back over to you.
So, Meisha, did you have the cheesesteak? Was it any good?
You know, I don't actually eat red meat. So first time I ever had a Philly cheesesteak was actually, get this, the first week I actually lived in Philadelphia. And I actually say, for not being a red meat eater, I can see why people love them. It's just not really my thing, but they do awesome food over there. They had all these awards all over the place. So, I mean, I know that it would make Philly peeps very proud.
All right, good
I
to
sit
know,
next to Meisha in the newsroom. She eats celery all day long.
All right, thank you. So we'll have to get Pat or Don or Jessica or one of them to try it out for us.
Exactly.
All right,
exactly.
thank you.
Well, this Friday we are celebrating the Birds and the fans. Join us for a big One More Win lineup starting at 4 o'clock with a special edition of Eyewitness News. Then it's Eyewitness News at 5 and 6, followed by a special One More Win Fan Fest edition of Eyewitness News at 7.
And before you know it, it will be Sunday Fun Day. The second the game ends, we will be live on the air right here on CBS 3, bringing you post-game comments from Coach Peterson and the players. And we'll also give you a front row seat as fans react all across the region. It's the Eagles and Eyewitness News Sunday night.